so just a quick brow tutorial for you today. Nothing extreme, nothing too hard to achieve. With 3 different products, you can just achieve a nice cleaned up and structured brow, even if you are in between brow appointments. So if you'd like to see how to achieve this look, keep watching. Okay, so to begin, using a schoolie, just comb your brows into place. I tend to like to comb mine up, as I feel like it really opens up the face, lifts your whole look up, as opposed to combing sort of downwards. But I do tend to push the ends down more than I push them up. Then taking a brow pencil of your choice, it doesn't matter which one it is. So I'll be using the brow pencil from Rimmel in the colour 002 Hazel. It also has a little schoolie on there, so you can use that one if you don't have another one from something else that you've used before. And just begin by using the pencil and feathering, so very, very lightly, feathering on a little bit of colour. Feather it down and create a little bit of a line, so where you feel like you really need to fill in will probably be mostly towards the ends of the brow as opposed to the front part of the brow. Just feather it in very softly and you'll see a line start to come together. You can begin to form a little bit of an arch as well if you're not someone that has an arch. And then taking along the middle part of the brow too and into the corners where the brows begin. Work with the hairline, so if your hair goes up in certain sections like my hair does there, sort of fade up and sort of create a shape just like that. Next, taking my $1 billion brow powder in the colour blonde and a little angle brush like that one to set the pencil that we used. I mean, you can just leave the pencil as is, but I tend to like to put a powder over it as I find it really holds on the pencil and stops it from sliding around. So just taking a little bit of powder, it'll also soften it so it's not such a harsh line. Fill in, sort of feathering again around where you applied the pencil. You don't have to sort of block in the brows in that way coming into the inner corners. You can leave them if you have naturally quite a full brow part just there. You don't have to fill it in. I tend to like to fill in the whole brow. I just feel like it makes a better look. So as I said, just covering over the pencil that you've created with a little bit of the powder and feathering it in to fill in any gaps, just like that. Then taking your schoolie again, just sort of comb the brows into place. As I said, you can brush them up, or as the hairs sort of tend to go down a little bit, you can begin to comb them down, sort of just like that. If any ones start to go a little stray, you can use that time to sort of clean up the brows as well and pluck out certain hairs that need to be plucked out. For example, just taking some tweezers. If you get like one that's a bit crazy, you can just sort of use that opportunity to see what needs to be removed and just sort of remove them. And that way it will give you a really nice clean line. And then next, if you really want to sort of highlight underneath the brow, using my $1 Billion Brows Eyeliner Duo pencil. It's got more of a concealer colour on that side and more of a highlighting colour on that side. You can use the concealer for under the eye like that, but I like to use the highlighting part and just sort of give the brows a little bit more definition by highlighting underneath. It also helps to clean up under there as well. So just sort of drawing that one on and then taking any sort of brush that you feel like would work well in that spot and just sort of fading that colour out. Not into the brow though, so just cleaning up under there and really making those brows get a really nice defined shape. So take that brow highlighter and work above the brows too to really clean them up if you're someone that feels like they really have a little bit sort of rogue hair on the top. Just sort of clean that up using a brush in the middle, anywhere where you feel like you need that highlight. And then if you take just a little bit of hairspray and spray it onto here, you can pretty much just use that hairspray on the schoolie, and that will help to really keep those brows in shape as well. You can just sort of comb them down, or if you have a brow gel, use the brow gel brush and just sort of comb them in. And then if you want, you can take a sponge and just sort of clean up around where you've worked the brow. That'll sort of help to blend any highlighter in that you've used. Okay, and so there you have it, guys. Just using literally just a couple of products to achieve that $1 Billion Brow Powder in Color Blonde, the $1 Billion Brow Duo Pencil with the highlighting and the concealing duo sides, and then pretty much any brow pencil of your choice. As I've said, used the Rimmel pencil in 002 Hazel. But 3 products and you can pretty much get very neat and cleaned up brows. My brows aren't even neat at the moment. I do actually really need to go and get them sort of cleaned up, get them waxed and tidied, but it's still even though it's still not hard to achieve a really nice full brow, bold look that will give your face that defined structure and without really costing you virtually much at all. So if you're interested in getting any of these products, $1 Billion Brows is now stocked at Mecca Maxima, so you can find that there. Otherwise, Rimmel or any of the brow products from Rimmel, Australis, they all have good products for brow pencils. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and see you at my next one. Bye.